The Supreme Court is now considering the future of transgender athletes in school sports. The justices heard arguments today on cases in Idaho and West Virginia. Those are two of the 27 states that ban transgender athletes from playing in girls' and women's sports. Jan Crawford covers the high court for us and joins us now. Jan, good to see you. What did we hear in court today that stands out?
Well, lawyers for transgender athletes in Idaho and West Virginia argued that these bans violate the Constitution. They violate federal anti-discrimination law that guarantees that they should be able to participate. They can't be excluded based on their sex. But lawyers for the states and for the Trump administration said that, they're not being excluded under federal law, that they can still participate in sports. These laws just restrict participation to a person's biological sex. And I think a clear majority of the justices seem inclined to agree with those arguments and uphold these laws and just let the states decide. I don't think they're going to say that states, can refuse to let these transgender athletes participate. They can refuse, but they're not mandated to. So, for example, California potentially could still allow transgender participation, whereas Idaho may be able to ban it. But the justices said these are very difficult questions, and they acknowledged that not everyone is going to be happy about it, that some people may not want to play on the team of their biological sex. Take a listen to what Justice Brett Kavanaugh had to say in this exchange.
I hate that a kid who wants to play sports might not be able to play sports. Hate that. But it's kind of a zero-sum game for a lot of teams. And someone who tries out and makes it, who is a transgender girl, will bump from the starting lineup, from playing time, from the team, from the all-league, and those things matter to people big time, will bump someone else.
Justice Kavanaugh suggested that is not what Congress had in mind in 1972 when it passed that anti-discrimination law, Title IX, to really expand access to women. They suggested Congress really had in mind at that time that it was biological women, and that maybe Congress, if they want to see it differently, can change the law. Ed?
And what's interesting, of course, is Justice Kavanaugh is also, of course, a parent and someone who's coached CYO basketball for his daughters here in Washington. So someone who knows that issue well. This is an issue about children and parents and families, so a really tough one for them. We're not expecting a decision until the summer. What are the different possibilities here? Remind us.
Obviously that's right. This is a harder case, but I think what we saw from the arguments today is that they're going to keep this focused on sports. I think they are going to allow states to restrict participation to a person's biological sex, as they put it, but they're going to keep it narrowly focused on sports. So it's not going to get into issues like bathrooms or, same-sex spaces, locker rooms, prisons, that kind of thing. It seems like it will be pretty narrowly focused, but nonetheless, that will be a big victory for people who have been pushing to kind of keep the sex separate and keep these spaces separate for biological women.
Jan Crawford covers the Supreme Court for CBS News. We thank